All right, Cleveland, if you're looking for some good vibes and good laughs, you're in luck because we got the best storyteller in the game in Cleveland. And you know, if I said best storyteller, you know I'm talking about Bill Bellamy.
Thank you, dog.
Man,
Real
what's
talk,
up
man.
with you?
I done lived this life. That's why I got such good stories, you know what I mean? It's like being a part of the music industry. The music industry is so volatile and so crazy and different personalities. And I think MTV just threw me in the water with it. You know what I mean? So I'm in there with Bobby and Whitney. I'm in there Boys the Men. I'm in there with SWB. So you know what I mean? Come on, Jade, Drew Hill. Like when I first met Drew Hill, they had just came from making chocolate at the Fudge Factory.
Did they really?
They were singing at the Fudge Factory at the Baltimore Harbor. Ain't that crazy? You know how they take the slab and they make the fudge? Ooh, that was Cisco. Got this feeling.
Where you got that crooning from?
Real talk, man. Everybody came from somewhere. I remember when I first interviewed Jodeci, they have the best story. They drove, I think they're from Charlotte, North Carolina.
You're right.
They drove with $150 one way. They said, we're not coming back till we get a record deal. And they sang in all the lobbies, because this is back in the day when all the record labels were like within a block radius.
Right.
They just kept singing. And then somebody said, y'all, come on in here for a second.
Yeah.
And that's how they became Jodeci.
And unfortunately, got hooked up with Puff.
Yeah. Hopefully they ain't getting no baby oil on them.
Or
we
nothing
pray.
else. You
we
know
pray.
what I'm saying? But man,
let us pray.
That's one of the things that we love, though, is your storytelling. Because,
thank you.
And especially when you do the joints where you in the car.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like, let me tell y'all something that happened back in the day.
Oh, my God.
Man, we loved that. We always wondered if you knew that we loved it. You know
oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah, because the response was so incredible.
Yeah.
This is when I knew that my stories were crazy, was when I was going through the airport and people be like, dog, that Michael Jordan thing, bro.
Man.
Dog, man, that thing you did with Cat. Like some of them are in the millions.
Yeah.
Because they're so funny and real. Like Cat Williams' story, the Kanye story, the Michael playing basketball with Michael Jordan was crazy.
And the one with Brian McKnight.
Oh yeah, with Brian McKnight when we got beat by the girls.
Yeah. He's like, they girls, bro. They
girls.
girls.
Then relax, they girls.
And they
Them girls beat the brakes off our ass.
I'm telling you.
That was probably one of the most humbling basketball experience in my life. We got smoked by 30.
Man, about a month and a half ago, Aries Spears was here.
Oh, that's my dude. What up, Aries?
Aries said he's been coming here 15 years straight.
Okay.
He said he feels like Cleveland is a toilet bowl, that the people are miserable. But he's been coming here 15 years straight. Right. He was like, I'm like, it can't be.
It can't be that bad.
That is that bad. Because how was it for you?
I love Cleveland, man. It reminds me of Newark, New Jersey. Okay. And by that, I'm from the bricks, and what I love about Cleveland is real folks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hardworking people. They want real comedy. They want to hear your life. They want you to be real. Like, this is certain cities like this city, Chicago, Philly, you know what I mean, Detroit, that's big on comedy.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know why, it's a big deal. So if you come to this city and you rip it, they're your fans forever. That's how y'all rock.
That's what must be the problem there. Maybe he ain't ripping it.
Maybe he not ripping it.
Maybe
he ripping it a little bit, but maybe I don't think you. I think that's an unfair statement to say about Cleveland, because Cleveland is the babe. It's like the little brother of Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all big, but y'all not big. Right. It's like it's got everything. Teams. Y'all got the new restaurants. Y'all got the vibes. You got the water. So it's really a baby Chicago. And it get cold here, too. So don't get it twisted. Yeah, but it's not as expensive as Chicago.
Yeah. Just maybe, like I said, sometimes them laughs might be hard
and now
to
y'all
get
got
sometimes.
Shador, too?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I know them Cleveland jerseys went up.
Man, I know that jersey alone probably is going to be the hardest one to get.
What?
That's going to be the hardest one to get.
Bro,
in the league.
He's so popular, they going to have to put him in the game.
Got to.
Let him be the punt return or something.
and that draft was the craziest draft
I've never seen. Let me say,
I ain't never watched it that long.
I think it's one of two things. It was some politics to sort of like, hate in a way on this young man's talent and Dion.
Yeah.
And two, I thought the other angle could be nobody would watch it if you would have won in the first round.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Think about it. I ain't never watched in my whole life the whole NFL draft.
Me either.
I was waiting on Shador.
That's why I said I watched that one longer than anyone I've ever watched. I would have been turned
I was
that
going
off.
to get some chips and coming back. Did he go yet? Not yet. Not yet. Like literally, bro. Honestly, I feel like in this lifetime, there's a couple black fathers that I think deserve their flowers.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders, LeVar Ball, and also LeBron.
Yeah.
And what I love about these three guys is their commitment to their kids.
Yeah.
And it is weird, like when you see black dads that really love their kids and fight for their children, they cocky. Why is that?
Right.
Why are we cocky? Because we love our kids.
Right.
You got a million stories of guys that don't take care of it, but then you see these guys that believe in their kids, tell you they gonna make it, tell you my son ain't playing for nobody whack. Like, yo, my son deserves X, Y to the Z.
Yep.
If you look at Shador's numbers, just his numbers alone, how could he go in the fifth round?
Right.
It don't make no sense.
You thought it was going to be first for a minute. First round for a minute.
So that goes to show you, like, the dude, his numbers bananas. And then I've been watching it because I follow him. I've been watching little snippets, man. He doing well. He doing well.
Yeah, man. Take me back to Def Comedy Jam.
The real era.
How pivotal was that, man? How pivotal was?
Let me just say this. Let me stand on business. You young enough to understand this.
Yeah.
You know your sisters and stuff in here, they too young. You know, they young. They like 22, 23,
I don't
24.
think they ever seen an episode.
No, they don't even know what a VHS is.
Right.
They all digital, team digital. So Def Comedy Jam to me was the best era of black comedy. Let me tell you why.
Absolutely.
Hands down, you have never seen 30 or 40 guys and girls that were the best from their areas
At the top.
at one time.
Exactly.
I mean, gosh. They created so many stars.
So many. It's like everybody who came up there.
Everybody
did something.
damn near that came in there ripped, got a TV show or got a shot.
Yep.
We have never had another platform since then to have that kind of impact. That's how it was the Rucker. I always call it the Rucker of comedy.
Yeah.
If you ain't getting a rite of passage unless you play Def Comedy Jam. Yeah, you're not considered a urban legend star without it. If it ain't on your resume, who are you?
Yeah, that's right.
Think about it.
That's right.
All the guys that you know right now got Def Jam on their resume.
Bernie Mac, Chris
Jamie.
Tucker, Jamie, like
Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. Come on,
man,
keep going.
Some more.
Some more. Like every last person that can headline right now. Earthquake. All these guys that 100%. Are Chris Tucker, like you said, they are stars, bro.
Yeah.
They are people that we know. When they come to the city, you got to see them because you know they funny. It ain't nothing to talk about.
Right.
Bruce ain't nothing to talk about.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
This is why people come to Cleveland, because y'all are the right crowd. Like, everybody should shoot their special here.
Yeah.
The energy be electric. You think I should shoot mine here?
Absolutely. I think it would be incredible.
It'd be great for the city.
It would, yes, absolutely.
You know what?
You should. You really should.
Less.
You really should.
You got that, boo? She on camera too.
Yeah. and what did it do for you?
I think what'll be dope. I think what Def Comedy Jam did for me was make me a household name.
Absolutely. I know you was in every commercial.
I was doing back then, man. I just came out I just jumped out the box so hard on them, though. But what people don't know, I was cooking already. I was cooking. I was cooking. I was cooking in New York. I was cooking in Jersey. I was cooking in Connecticut. Like, I was bubbling in the city real heavy. And when I got Def Comedy Jam, I was like, yo, man, oh my God. I remember, you know how when you know you're gonna do something, you start rocking? I was like, yo.
Energy.
I said, if I do this set on TV, I'm out of here. Because I had a set. I had this like 6-minute, 8-minute set. I said, yo, because it was rocking in the club.
Okay.
It was rocking.
Yeah.
I said, yo, if I do this on TV, I'm going to be big. Sure enough, booty call. Pew! Gone. Left the building.
That was, man.
I did. It's certain jokes that I did that went big. The car alarm joke I did, that one bit big. Booty call went big. And what was the other one that I did that they liked back there? The pregnancy test.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Man.
My voice was so high. Fellas!
But you know what I always wonder sometimes? Did we get an era with Def Comedy Jam, or was it just the beginning? And what I mean by that is, if you say all these people who became stars.
Yes, sir.
If you say, who was it before them?
Richard,
nobody.
Well, yes, it was. There were stars.
I mean,
it was Red Fox. It was Bill Cosby, who was on before us.
Red Fox.
Red Fox. They got a TV show.
Boy, Robin Harris.
Richard Pryor got a TV show. Robin Harris got a TV show. So they were all before us. So we the next wave, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't have 30 people.
Exactly.
Like, my class is crazy, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on.
Them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same thing with music. Like I always say, will we ever have
another Motown?
Superstars again? Just superstars, period. Like Michael Jackson and Prince.
Chris Brown?
I don't know if they'll let him get up there because of, how they treat Chris now.
Yeah, but
Rihanna
Chris Brown, his
situation.
talent is Michael Jackson.
It is.
I don't care. For this era, I went to see Chris Brown show in Philly, and I said, that's Michael Jackson's son. That's Michael Jackson's son.
Yeah.
Like,
he got the talent, 100%.
Bro, if he didn't have, honestly, if Chris Brown didn't have no hiccup, and it was just all good, he was doing commercials, movies, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It would be no question.
Right.
It was just the one little hiccup, couple fights, he always get locked up on a Tuesday. But but his talent, if he didn't have the talent, he wouldn't be here. So
that's right.
I believe that we do pass the torch. Like, who's the next Whitney?
That's what I don't know.
The next Mariah?
Or Stevie Wonder?
Or who's the next Stevie Wonder?
Right.
Like, giving you keyboards, production, songwriting.
And you don't see that a lot from a lot of artists.
It's tough,
now.
bro.
You know what I mean? You don't see that
like
anymore.
the most talented cat right now, like kind of like outside of Chris Brown, that give me like, I think Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
Anderson .Paak is kind of dope.
Not Usher.
Like, no, Usher too. I was gonna get there too.
Okay.
Usher, Anderson .Paak. I'm talking about eclectic, dope artists that giving you musician, singer, songwriter, like that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I'll give you the guys I'm listening to: Giveon, Leon Thomas, Snow Allegra, Coco Jones.
Oh yeah,
Coco Jones is like
winning Grammys off the
come
singles.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
So obviously Beyonce, but I'm saying like just the new cats that's like, TikTok era.
Yeah.
Like
Instagram.
You said,
like Leon Thomas and them.
I'm a dog,
Steph.
I'm a mutt.
Yeah.
I found out about that on TikTok.
See? Yeah.
Bro, Coco Jones, TikTok. Who else had a dope joint that I was like, who is that? And I immediately added it to my Spotify because they don't promote music no more.
Right.
They do some.
Not like they need to.
They got to promote
in the way that they need to.
Bro, it's so many dope artists. Maida.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yep. 100%.
When did her album come out? What's the next single? You just don't know. You got to be on your phone for it to come up in your suggestions or somebody tell you.
And that promotion is key, like you said.
Promotion. We came from the era of promotions.
Yeah, you got to get out there and promote the hell out of it. I complain about this all the time. I'll get artists that'll say they want to do an interview. But like, yeah, come on in. They'll be like, can we do it on the phone? I'm like, no, you're performing at the House of Blues. It's a block away from here.
You should be here.
You 1 block away.
I agree with you.
Like,
I like this. Like, to be honest with you, man, the reason why I came in, because I missed this.
Yeah.
Because when we had COVID, we was doing Zooms. It's not the same connect. Like,
right.
we from that right era where it was like you come here and vibe, you kick it, you get a feel for the city, for the DJ. Yeah. This is music right here.
It is.
This is why you on iHeart, baby. That's why you the Insomniac. We got to come see you. I don't know how you awake. I don't know how you've been awake for a month.
I know, right? We got to talk about the memoir too, man. Top Billing.
Yes, sir.
What made you decide to even write Top Billing?
Because I wanted to document my life. Like, I wanted my legacy to include my contribution to hip hop, pop culture. my funny moments, stuff that people want to hear about, the Janet Jacksons, the Prince, the Terrence Trent D'Arbys, all these weird stories I got, but also to the ups and the downs of the game.
Yeah.
The choices.
Right.
To go to a Diddy party or not.
Right. I gotta tell you a funny story about that. I cannot pass this up. I got invited to a Diddy party one time.
Okay.
Right? And I told my mom, I'm going to go to this party because I was living at my mom's at the time, right?
Okay.
Go to this party. Whose party is it? It's Puff Daddy. He was calling himself Puff Daddy at that time.
Uh-huh.
This a party, 90s. Just people in the industry like having a party. She goes, what kind of grown-ass man want to hang out with a bunch of teenagers and call himself a damn Puff Daddy? Sound like a pervert to me.
That's all you needed.
I still wanted to go. I still wanted to go.
He said, Mom, but it's Puff Daddy. That's hysterical.
So now she can look back and be like, see?
Told you.
See?
Told you. Hey, listen, man, the industry is so crazy. I remember, like, all the Grammy parties, the MTV Awards, you know what I'm saying? The Soul Train Awards, I'm backstage, Biggie on this side. They got Tupac's crew way over there, the Source Awards. We came up in the right era, bro, like where, the music was vibrant. Yeah, and exactly. You knew the albums was coming out and you was getting a real album. You was getting a CD.
Yes.
I remember when Tupac
with the liner
put out the double CD. That was a big deal.
Yes.
All Eyes on Me.
Yes.
The
absolutely.
Thick, the big plastic. Remember, you couldn't even. You needed a key to open that up.
Right.
You needed a knife.
That was some strong plastic they put on there.
That rap was crazy.
Right.
But I remember it was two artists that I bought a double CD. Michael Jackson had a double CD.
Okay.
And so did Tupac. All Eyes on Me was like 18 songs. Back then, 18 songs is like,
was a lot.
What?
Yeah.
And you had to pull both. I still have the case. Yeah. My other favorite album, I'm spitballing right here, was Groove, the Tribe Called Quest. Remember, it was red. It was red, green, and black. It was swirly. What album was that?
Why is that right at the tip of my tongue? Because it had all the stuff like...
Something Groove Theory? No, something... check the rhyme, y'all. Check it out. Back on the days on the Boulevard of Linden. They used to kick routines and it was I. What album was that, T?
Look it up. Red, green, and black.
Red, green, black album cover. I know Shorty, she only 19. She don't know that. Everything I say, she got to Google. Huh? No, it was Tribe Called Quest.
And it was basically the outline of a woman, but
it was
like
the outline of a woman. It was red, green, and black. But that album cover was fly.
Yeah. Synonymous. You knew, like.
Yeah.
You had albums like that. It was just.
Bro, Lauryn Hill.
Oh, my God.
Lauryn Hill, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I have that CD and I got the album.
What happened to Lauryn, man?
She just went crazy.
Just went off. That's what I always.
I think she went to a Puff Daddy party and went crazy.
One time, got oiled up a little too much.
They oiled up and she went to Jamaica and lost her mind. Because Lauryn was always notorious for not showing up.
She was. She always was.
And she was getting a mean bag. She left a lot of money on the table because she would come up late.
Yeah. She
would not show up. People standing out there mad. And then she wouldn't sing the songs that they was expecting.
And she would stand on it. When she come out there, she'd be like, y'all better be glad I showed up at all. And that's just pissing people off more.
People be like, you better go back to Jamaica.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one is it? It's called the Low End Theory.
The Low End Theory, that's it. 100%.
So you
see Low End Theory.
That's the album you got to have in your hip-hop collection.
That is.
She like, Pharrell, who is Tribe Called Quest?
She said, what's an album?
What's an album? Right, she like, what's an album? Is it on Spotify?
What is a CD?
Hey, yo, we sound old. We sound like Eddie Levert in here. Boy, I tell you. I remember, Eddie's from here.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a great story about Mr. Levert, right? He put me on my first road tour.
Oh, did he really? Okay.
He said, Mill, I'm going to tell you, man, you got the right personality. You are fun. You know what you're doing. And more importantly, you are professional.
Yeah.
Always keep that young man. Be a professional. You'll always work in this business. I said, what? And he was right. you do your job, you do it well, and you don't rub on nobody. You don't try to overdo your time, but what time you get, you execute.
Yep.
I learned professionalism from the OJs, being on the road with them and Regina Bell, watching how meticulous they were.
Yeah.
Transitions of songs, changing their clothes, the way they all looked good and smiled on every move. Nobody was over there like, man, I can't believe I got to do Love Train.
Not at all.
Yo,
not
keep it on the world, so I join it. Like, I watched them from the side like I was inside a movie, man. And Gerald, another dude that gave me game on this thing, man. So those guys are part of my story because when I'm a young guy coming up in the game, they taught me certain things they're still in me.
Yeah.
Because I trusted that they were right, and they were solid dudes.
And they were such a, still are, Eddie's still around. You know what
He's
I mean?
a godfather, man. That's Eddie Levert. Not one person in my life has ever said anything about Eddie Levert but love.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
100%.
but love. Everything is love.
I used to run into Gerald almost every weekend because we used to always be out at, I don't know if you've been to this restaurant before, a restaurant called J. Alexander's.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me and him would run into each other there all the time.
Well, because y'all both like to eat.
Yeah.
That's what y'all made. They in there, man. Did you get the ribs? Yes, sir.
The prime rib with the little
Get the
sauce
prime
on
with the sauce you can dip. Gerald was eating, boy. No, I'm not gonna play. I ain't not gonna play games. Gerald was getting down.
Yeah, man.
There was nobody on no diet back in the 90s. We was eating and getting money.
Not at all. Man, recently online, you heard people talking about 100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh, man, stop.
Does it matter if it's a
1,000
certain type of guy, or do you think the gorilla just got us no matter
First and foremost, bro, I always tell dudes, right? See, we thinking we're dealing with it's 100 men fighting another 100 men. We fighting a gorilla. Now, the gorilla got stuff we ain't got.
Yeah.
Them big ass front teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he got 4 hands.
Essentially, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he low and he's strong and he can bench, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 pounds.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Hey, man.
Yo, have you ever seen 2 gorillas fight? You can't get in between it.
Yeah.
Ain't no zookeeper going, man. Y'all stop, Larry and Stanley.
Never mind.
You see the zookeeper be like, get back up. Let me tell you how crazy the gorilla is, right? The zookeeper, this happened, I think, in New York. Okay. The zookeeper messed around and didn't lock the gate.
Oh yeah.
And the gorilla came in the break room.
Shit.
The gorilla opened that door like a dude, came in the break room. The zookeeper jumped in the cage with the girl. He felt safer in there with another gorilla. Right. And the other gorilla said, lock that door. Right. Because if he come in here, we both dead.
Right.
Bro, a gorilla.
But you don't think we can bum rush him?
What you gonna do?
Just
so we gonna sacrifice 30 of us.
You might.
That's 800 pounds.
That first 30 people might take a bad one.
You ever seen a gorilla neck? You can't even choke him. It's gonna take 3 of us to choke one gorilla, and he gonna bite one of our head off.
He said it takes everybody to line. I'm glad my name in the T.
Listen,
I know that's right.
the only way we could beat a gorilla with 100 men is if we had spears or something, and we just threw them and it just punctured them. You think you can't beat a crane? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll show you how we ain't nothing. Okay. I just came from Africa, bro. You couldn't beat a cane corso by yourself.
I believe you. I believe it, because anytime I see one of them, I'm like, what? Them motherfuckers look scary.
Bro, you could not survive. And you let's be honest, you can't run.
Right.
And Insomniac a little too thick to be trying to run. So
that's not fast.
You gonna have to fight him.
Right.
Because you can't run and jump on the car. So you gonna have to conserve your energy and figure out how to defeat this dog or get him up off you. A cane corso, the big boys, presser.
Yeah.
They about 160 pounds of raw muscle. So imagine it's a super pit.
Yeah.
It's a super pit.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's why man has guns. We
Yeah,
were smart
it
enough
makes
to
sense.
make guns.
Right.
Because we can't beat nothing in the wild, roughly.
Right.
We could beat a
Yeah.
bird.
Right.
You know, we
You know what I'm saying?
we could beat like all the little stuff.
Right.
But like I seen a kangaroo on TikTok choke a man
kangaroos
out.
Be tripping. And they be
And what gym they go to?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause they be ripped, don't they? But
Them
abs,
kangaroos. Them
and
kangaroos
they'll come
is,
up right away.
and
like,
then they got that. They lean back on that tail, and they
Right.
got a mean 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
So I seen a kangaroo take my man dog.
Yeah.
Picked the dog,
And just
had
pick him
the
up.
dog, and my man ran over there and punched the kangaroo, and he released the dog, but the kangaroo said, "Put him up, put him up."
They ain't running. They not running. They not running.
Stay in your lane, Insomniac, because you look like you want to get.
That's
You
silverback.
sound like you want to do something different. Stay in the rare world with us, where we can go.
I just saw a silverback
And you thought
beat
you
his
could.
chest one time.
And
I thought like, that's some crazy strength. That's some crazy strength. You know what I'm saying?
the sound.
Just the sound of him beating
Now,
his
what's
chest.
let's have fun. This is the blessing of the silverback. He's vegetarian.
Oh yeah,
They don't eat meat.
but they
So-
kill meat probably.
They'll kill your ass.
Right.
So notice now that I said it to you, notice they real chill, bro. They walking through the woods, they chilling, they grabbing a little something to eat. They know what they can eat, stuff that make them feel good, the nice little herbs, they know what they
They
can
got
eat.
that big off
But
of vegetarian.
off of plants. That's
Wow.
how now when they get riled up, have you seen how fast they move? They could sprint, like burst the speed. That's
Okay.
where we gonna get caught up. Cause one of us gonna get caught in that burst.
Yeah.
And
And some people might freak out.
and it's gonna be about 20 of us go, oh damn. Tear head off.
Right. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
Or he come and just grab your arms like
And your
sleep, yank
arm
them
come
off.
off. Have you ever seen somebody's arm just get pulled out the socket and
right.
blood skeeting out?
Right.
That's gonna throw off another 40.
Right.
So now we roughly down from 100 to 36.
And thinking about how fast each one of us can run. You know what
Rob,
I'm saying?
go get the gun. We gonna go get the truck.
It's
You
going
gotta hit him
down
with a truck or something.
all weekend
Thank
at
you,
the
man.
Funny Bone. Bill Bellamy, Saturday, Friday,
Saturday,
and
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah,
two
we-
shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, top
on the
billing
Lord's
tour.
Day, even out there on the Lord's Day.
Come
doing
on, the
it.
Lord's
They're
Day.
heathen.
He said we are blessed.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A closed, but we open.
Yeah. You know? So come on and get it. Funny Bone, Cleveland, tonight. Get your tickets.
And we
tonight.
party. We got DJ Oxygen. I got guest comedians. It's gonna be a vibe. Come pull up, man.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.